Hello, made it to part two. It's a little bit later in the evening. The market has now closed, so I'll just go through the trades I did today. And obviously they all worked, and so obviously they're all going to look pretty good as well. But they might not have worked. And I think especially one that was around $10. I think I was a little bit. It could have even been this one. I'm not sure. But this should give you a nice little example of, trades that work, and obviously, the reasoning behind why I took them, why I thought they were going to work. So this one, I bought it at $10.05 and I sold it at $10.15. So I bought it at $10.05. What was this? This was really early on. Oh wow, so I bought it down, $9.51. So obviously you can see $9.51 there, I bought it, and I got a little bounce up. In fact, I'm not sure. Anyway, you can see that it spiked down there. Those first four spikes there before 10 a.m. around there. And then it went up to 10.15, I got out there, but obviously it went down for the rest of the day pretty badly. So that was definitely a scalp. I don't think I was planning on staying in that stock, although I think I probably thought it was going to go up. Just on the $10 mark, but if you look at that, it's still following the trend, but it didn't bounce off 10 at all, really. Well, it did, obviously. I got the profit off 10. But basically, it was so bearish today that, I can't even believe that I bought, it was very early on in the day. And the market had gapped down. So if you look at the SPY here, it was at a point in the day where we didn't really know where it was going to go. It seemed bad, all the futures were down, volatility was up, the market's continuing to go down. This is a big move. This is a big drop, and it's gapping down as well. Look how much it's gapping. It's absolutely insane. That was the 19 crash just before 2019 there. And that was considered bad. I remember all around this area, it was really bad, And now, this looks like it's just a lot worse. But if we can see here, in the day, at the start of the day, pre-market, it gapped down there. So everything was red anyway, but it started going up pre-market. And obviously you can see that where I took that just before 10 a.m, it was here, it was around here. Well, just before 10, you can see. So you didn't really know where the market was going to go, but obviously, it's reasonably, it's very volatile. But when you look at it like that, over an hour, it makes a move, but it's not like split second, it's still trading. You still have to wait for things to pan out, Make your decisions based on what the time frame that you're trading in, however long you're expecting to stay in the trade, and what you think the main market's going to do in that time. So this is another one at $10, and this I bought at 10.01 at 13.04, and I sold at 10.08 at 13.26. So 1 p.m. there. Obviously I bought it down there just at the start of when it hit the bottom there. I put my stop at 9.97. Obviously, it doesn't look like it's moving much, but it's actually, moved quite a lot. I got out at 10.08. I did want it to get up to around 10.20, to be fair. So I probably should have waited for that. Obviously this one didn't break 10. If you look pre-market, it was up high there. And very extended down. Very extended. And this was a good one. I'm not going to bother looking at the news because It was basically a pattern play off $10. There must have been good news for it. Oh, there's nothing really going on. Oh, 11th of March, yeah, you know, CEO to retire. March the 10th, launched his popular C9 Champion brand with Amazon. Exclusive agreement, that was just yesterday. So the markets are going terribly down, but at least some people, it was strong enough to bounce off 10. So anyway, that was the reasoning behind that trade. Last one, TIVO here. And this I shorted 653 and I covered at 641. So I got a nice move off of this. This was already low down. This is mad because you're shorting stocks that are already low, Where you can see here that I got this nicely, Oh, I remember this exactly. This was a good one, So it obviously, this was quite late in the day. And I shorted it at 653, so I got it. It wasn't at 658, Obviously, at the end of the day, I got it. But look at the previous resistance. So it gapped down March the 9th, It's actually showing lows. It goes right down to $6, and then it comes right back up to this resistance point here, this gap point, and it just had a little extension. So if you look at the 3-minute chart here, this was really nice to take this trade because obviously all of these trades that I've taken, they've got good stop losses, So I got this on the way down, so you can see, wait there, I got in this at 14.35, so 2.35. So you can see that I got in at 2.30, so I got in just before there, and it was at 6.53, and I put my stop at 6.61. So it was after the spread I got in at 6.53. So the stock was at 6.54, paid the spread, got in at 6.53, stop at 6.61. Very, obviously you can see where I was seeing it. Where this line is, I was seeing it there, and I was thinking, well, I'm looking for a dip. And it's come towards the end of the day as well. It just reached up there. And obviously this is on a day that the markets are going really down, and this has gone up, but this is not connected to the coronavirus. So basically it looks like every stock's going down apart from ones that are good for the corona, but this is just I don't know what this is, this is not, and it doesn't seem to have much news there either. Look, March the 5th was the last bit of news. We're at March the 11th today. On March the 10th, there's a buy, reiterated buy, $23.18, so it had an upgrade yesterday, So obviously it is going up nicely, but again, that big resistance at 660, and I didn't necessarily think I was going to pull down and come down forever, but I was looking for a pullback on the extension up at 2 p.m. It's zigzagging up, down, and it just reaches up. It reaches up to 660 in one big foul swoop, and that's a resistance point. And then it starts showing that, zigzagging down. And that was it. I took it, and I got out at 641. So on this drop, I remember seeing that drop on my broker. So you can see, if I can get the crosshairs on there. Yeah, I'm just pointing out a support level there at 620. But, 640, you can see where I got out. Just around there. And I remember looking at the broker, and it dropped really quick to 640, and my target was 642. So I had a target of 642. I had that in my broker. I wasn't really looking at the stock because I was doing my deliveries. So I was doing the delivery, and I saw it drop down there. As soon as I saw it to 642, I sold it straight away because I thought it might bounce up again. I thought it's my opportunity to take profit. Obviously, it was a good trade. The reason it was a good trade was because it dropped so much after I took it, Those are the good ones that you miss money on. They're always the good trades, the ones where you get out too early and there's been a bigger move. But obviously, you don't know what's going to happen. But, really, maybe I should have Could have held on to that for a little bit longer. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to finish this video now. Hope you've got something out of that. See you later.